My PhD dealt with the technology of black-dyed wool in the southern Netherlands during early modern period. It is an integrated investigation into the history, technology and practical dyeing. What fascinated me is how black was dyed, because there is not a single colorant in nature that can dye textiles black by itself. The 5-day summer school Burgundian Black was organized by the Faculty of Design Sciences of the University of Antwerp, in collaboration with the Artechne Research Group of the Utrecht University, the Rijksmuseum voor Cultural Heritage Agency of the Netherlands, the University of Amsterdam and the Museum Hof van Begeleidden in Malines for the exhibition Back to Black. During this summer school, participants made a deep dive into technical art history. Historical recipes for black-colored material, such as dyes, ink and pigments, were studied and reconstructed.
The Burgundian era is a very interesting area for the history of inks. We get paper mills all over Europe, and more the expensive parchment is interchanged for paper. And in 1450 we get the invention of the printing technique. Writing inks are based on liquids like we have here on the table, wine, beer or water, while printing inks are oil-based.
Theodore de Mayerne, he was a French physician. We have, for example, by his hand a note of a recipe that he collected, and that's the only source I found so far where he explicitly gives a recipe for how to dye the black of Flanders, and in French it's le noir de Flandre. And this is one of the recipes that we try to remake during the summer school.
We have chosen to make a wide variety of black pigments based on vegetable sources and animal sources. Peach stones, cherry stones, date stones and some grapevines. And for the animal sources we use bone material and antler. We have to reenact the recipes to find out how they did it, what type of materials did they use. And then we will analyze and transcribe the recipes together.
I am now a researcher for more than 10 years. I have learned so much by working with colleagues who have much more practical knowledge, and also myself to start to learn about art from a hands-on perspective.
I found it really interesting to see the different shades of black. I work on the Italian context and we have lots of different words for black, lots of different shades of black. So it was really neat to see the different ways that you could achieve different kinds of blacks and what they actually look like.
When I'm working as a conservator with historic objects and artworks, then it's quite interesting for me how they look in the past when they were more or less freshly made, and how they aged, what kind of materials were used in these days, and how they affect the aging of the artwork or the deterioration.
It's really interesting to see how they achieve the blacks, because there are several different ways of achieving blacks, and one specifically is more deteriorating for textiles, but the rest of them are also very interesting because it's a very labor-intensive process and there's so much research that still hasn't been done.